Hello to my fellow history lovers and people with curious minds that just like to learn. We are on question number 5 of 6 from the Professor Noggin series. And the question is, the first battle of the war occurred when the British troops marched on what city? And the answer is Concord. It's a little misleading because you might have said Lexington. And I think the way the language is written, it's battle. Is the word they use. And I think Lexington might be considered a skirmish because at Lexington, it's sort of this unofficial standoff with, I think, 70 some rebels versus many, many more at Concord. But I'm going to share with you a different story that I recently found, and I thought I'd like to share it with you. So this is Don Troiani, and it's Black Soldiers in America's Wars. And this is one of the drummers from the 29th Regiment. So let me tell you a little story about that I thought was fascinating. So remember 1768, the king is going to send in all of these ships because Boston is the troublemaker. In fact, this is all what leads to Concord, right? This is why Gage is even sending men to Concord because Boston is a problem child. So when they come in 1776, it includes the 29th Regiment of the British troops. And the drummers include drummers of African descent. So part of the drummer's job is to carry out punishment. And when they go into Boston, there are soldiers who have done whatever they've done and they need to be punished. And it's pretty horrific. It's something like 1,000 lashes, but the lashes are given by the drummers. So when Boston sees, essentially it's black men whipping white men, they're really taken aback because it's the sound of power shifting. And in addition, the drummers also, one particular drummer, what was his name? I think it was Thomas Walker, I think. Yeah, Thomas Walker. He was one of the people who testified in the Boston Massacre, and specifically about testified about the hatred aimed at the British military in the months that led up to the massacre. And I think all of these stories are so fascinating because one of the things you learn studying the Revolution is it is not a solo, right? It's not a solo. Even people like John Adams, if you're reading our book club, feel free to join. He's just one of many. There's so many voices, and the story gets richer and richer as the cast of characters gets more full, and you see this from different points of view and different perspectives. So anyway, thank you for letting me share. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.